Hello, everyone. This is Howard Fox, and welcome back for another episode of the Outdoor Adventure Series podcast. It is a pleasure today to introduce you to Judith Sell. She is the American Legion Car Show Director for the 11th Annual Williams, Arizona Historic Route 66 Car Show. This car show is hosted by the American Legion Cordova Post-renovation Chapter. And this is an important year, and I have been trying to get Williams, Arizona on my podcast for the longest time. And so here you are. So, Judith, it's a pleasure to have you on the Outdoor Adventure Series.
Well, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
So I've got to ask a couple questions up front just to get a little context here. Were you born and raised in Williams, and how has this become a part of, you living and working and celebrating in the community?
Actually, I was not born in Williams. I was born in California, but raised in Glendale, Arizona. I've been in Williams for probably 12 years now and been part of the American Legion that whole time. And the last, I want to say 4 years, I think it's my fourth or fifth year being the director of the car show.
Excellent.
I
Now,
participated in it before, but I wasn't in charge of it.
Okay. So this again is a very important year, the centennial anniversary of the car show. How has it evolved in the 11 years that you have been involved with it?
Over the last, let's just say 4 years, we've increased by at least 50 to 75 cars a year. When I was just participating, we were around 450 all the time. For the last 4 or 5 years, we've been right around 500. Last year, we topped out at 550. This year, we're definitely expecting 600, and we're pretty close to getting there because it opens basically a month from today. So,
Okay. Definitely a lot of increases over the years. What is special about these car shows? And I've had the pleasure, as I have been recording Route 66 episodes, and what makes these car shows? I mean, it's iconic Americana. We love our cars.
right.
We're on the mother road, Route 66, and we're in really a special town, Williams, Arizona. What makes the car show so special?
This particular car show is the only one that actually is on Route 66. We do not shut down Route 66. We call it a drive-through car show. All the participants will park their cars on 66, and people that are watching or looking at the cars can actually drive through town and see all the cars one by one. That way they can walk through town. That's the biggest attraction, is that we're the only one that continues to be on 66.
Okay. And the cars that are attracted to these types of shows, and 100th anniversary, we're talking a lot of different styles of cars. Do you have a sense of what those styles and years of cars are going to be, or are they just cover the whole gamut?
Pretty much the whole gamut. The oldest car we've got registered in the show, I was trying to pull it up before you asked me that,
Okay.
is I want to say 1917. Let me just clarify that. But yeah, they run basically, so some people are kind of silly, and I've actually got a 2010 registered. To me, that's not classic. I'm sorry, but everybody, I mean, from 1920s all the way through. So 1917 is our oldest car registered
Okay.
for this
1917.
particular car show. It's
Okay.
a Ford Touring, and it's the
Okay.
first time he's been in the show. But yeah, basically from the early 1900s all the way through. The most popular are in the 50s and 60s, and then we've got a lot of the 80s as well.
Okay. And I'm curious, with the American Legion has been the spearheading this and hosting this event for its
Yes.
entire duration.
Correct.
What impact does the show have, say, on the American Legion and this particular post?
It is so the American Legion has always been in charge of this particular show for 11 years now. Basically, the car show supports the Legion throughout the year. Right now, we're actually remodeling the whole post. A little quick background, if I can. The
Sure.
post itself was created by the city of Williams. They actually donated the building and built it for the American Legion,
Mm-hmm.
and it's over 100 years old. So they're in the process right now from our car show funds from last year. They're reciting the whole thing and remodeling it to kind of bring it up to date. It's still a log building, which is really awesome.
Okay.
But it basically, the car show is one of the, if not the only sole support for the American Legion to keep the building going and
Okay.
donate to other veteran events.
Okay. Very good. Now, in addition to the cars on Route 66 that we have to drive by, you can walk on the sidewalk to see the cars. What other types of activities are going to be experienced during these 2 days of festivities?
Well, we have Vendor Row. I mean, we took one of the side streets and actually closed it down, and we have spaces for 30 different vendors, all kinds of either trinkets or food items, things like that. The railroad is also running specials for the train because they're our major sponsor this year, the Grand
Okay.
Canyon Railroad. Different locations throughout town are going to be doing like history of Williams and a different question answer type
Hmm.
settings. I know that the city itself has some different events. I'm not quite sure what those are, but during that same time frame.
Okay.
So there's pretty much there's a lot to do. There's the coaster park is there. I don't know if they're doing any discounted items or anything like that for their coaster area, but
Okay.
it's all the restaurants are open and they all kind of to some extent participate. So there is a lot to do in Williams itself, and there's a little playground area for the children and
Okay.
different things.
So I have to ask, 4 years of being the director and 11 in total being affiliated with it, what's your favorite go-to as far as the vendors are concerned?
Uh, MCR biker jewelry.
Yeah.
He's my
Okay.
favorite. I also ride a motorcycle, so he's been at the show every single year, and he's kind of my favorite guy there. So
Okay. Okay. And when you're at this show and you're helping to run this and I know when you're working, I'm sure you're gonna find time to play a little bit, to eat some food, but when you see the kids and maybe the older adults, the older veterans, and it's like and that car brings back such memories. And what is it when you see that and you hear that, how does that make you feel?
that's the amazing part of it, honestly. For the most part, I'm usually running from here to there, but there are those special times when I'm just kind of watching and it tells me that the hard work, because the car show literally takes all year, and I
Yeah.
have a full-time job as well. So, this is like 40 hours of car show and 40 hours of work, but just to see those faces and to see what we've actually accomplished, and
Hmm.
honestly, the whole village. I mean, we have a really good car show committee,
Hmm.
and it literally none of us could do it on our own. It's the whole entire village, and it's so
It
nice
takes
to
a
be able to
village. Yeah.
see. Oh, it absolutely does,
Yeah.
and I say that all the time because somebody say, "Hey, Judith, really good car show," or, "You did great." Well, I didn't. I mean, I do a lot on the backside, but it really if we didn't have everybody helping out, it just would not be what it is. It's so successful, and it pretty much runs itself after registration when the cars are parked and everything, and then people can enjoy. And the American Legion does like the burger burn, and you hear some of the old timers literally sitting around eating their hamburger, their hot dog, and they're talking about their cars. And there's a couple of guys that every year just kind of makes us chuckle and laugh. But it's just amazing to sit back and when you do get the chance and just kind of look and it's like, wow,
Hmm.
all this hard work, you kind of forget every year in between times because it's just this is the stressful part.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not as stressful when it's finally all there and it's just doing its thing and it's amazing. It really is.
Now, when the show is over, I would imagine you literally you take a long nap, don't wake me up, then the next business day you're at it again, I'd imagine.
Absolutely. I mean, the car show itself, there's no start and stop time really. Everybody gets there on Thursday or Friday, and then the judging is on Saturday. But I tell you, as soon as 5 o'clock hits on Friday, I'm at the American Legion chilling out. And
Okay.
then on Saturday, after the award ceremony, I mean, I got smart. Last year and this year, I got a hotel room. I don't have to
Very
drive all the way back home. But
very
yeah,
smart.
it's but the American Legion is a hopping place after both afternoons, evenings. That's where everybody kind of goes to congregate unless they're at one of the local bars, Wild West Junction or Sultana. So
Sure, sure. Now, I would love in a minute to visit the website because you mentioned the awards, and I would love for you to take us on a tour of the show's website. But I have a quick question. I was
sure.
in Newberry Springs, California this past weekend, and I ran into my friend Christine Watson, who runs the Miss Route 66 pageants. Okay.
Okay.
So is there any type of like, not to be sexist or anything like that, but the pinups or the Miss Route 66, are there those types of folks running around with the sashes and taking pictures in front of the cars and all that?
They're not really part of the car show per
Okay.
se, but there is a group that comes in. I believe it's Sonia can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they're the Rockabilly Girls or something to that effect. But they're
Okay.
they're always walking around and everything. They don't do like, oh, what do you call it, like a ceremony or anything there. But
Okay.
this year, I know City of Williams is doing a Route 66 a Queen.
Okay.
And gonna be announcing that at our what we call our Cruise the Loop, which is
Okay.
basically the first day of the car show on Friday. All the cars that want to, they all line up and they do a huge parade and do 2 laps around the Route 66. And then we kinda judge for the most iconic and the most themed cars
Okay.
for the whatever we're doing this year, and this year is Get Your Kicks on 66. So
Okay.
they dress up and stuff like that, but yeah.
I love it. I love it. Well, listen, Judith, I'm going to share a screen, and if technology works right now, life will be good. I'll be happy. And then I'd love if you would take us on a tour of the website
Sure.
and let me have it up and running. There it is. I'm going to share my screen. So if the miracle of technology worked, there you
Here we
are.
are.
Okay, so let me blow this up. I just didn't have it wide enough because all those links magically show up. How about that? So if I'm going to visit Williams Historic Route 66 Car Show, take us on a little tour.
So basically the first category is the entry. So if you're gonna register a car and you wanna have your car in the show,
Hmm.
then you would go to the entry area and it has a list off to the side that has all the categories we judge on.
Okay.
And then the other side, the right side is basically your entry form. And it
Hmm.
tells you in detail on all the categories. So we have 16 categories that we judge in.
Hmm.
And your car must be within that category. The judges will not judge you for your car. So it's very important that if you're going to pick a category, you make sure that your car is in that category.
Sure.
And I've had several people reach out to me, say, I think I chose the wrong category and I have to go in on my site and get it changed, but it's no big deal. But that's really important. The next screen is our schedule of events.
Okay.
And that I send out to all the participants, and we have extra flyers at the registration.
Okay.
So we're opening early this year because there's so many cars. We're going to actually open registration up on Thursday this year.
Okay.
Friday and Saturday, we're doing what they call a burger burn, which is like a barbecue at the American Legion
Okay.
and the different judging and stuff. So basically, it's the different events that the American Legion has, which is Thursday, we're doing a meet and greet for the first time where people that are registered can come and just sit around the Legion, talk about their cars and have some hors d'oeuvres. I can't say that word very good.
Okay.
And just kind of commiserate with each other. It's pretty amazing. And a lot of the veterans come so that we can, be there to support them as well.
Mhm.
And then the car people sitting around listening to them all talk about their cars is pretty cool.
Oh my God, they are so passionate. I mean,
Oh
this
my, you're telling me it's amazing. It's amazing. Sorry, my dogs are gonna get big, go crazy.
okay. What kind of dogs?
Mutts.
Butts? So what are their names?
We have Brooke, we have Willie, and we have a Harley. So,
Brooke, Willie, and I get the Harley one, but yeah, I mean, I look at pets as features of my podcast. So
oh
cool.
yeah. Well, when my husband actually drives up, there's a thing on my phone that it beeps when he gets to town, and it
Yeah,
beeps when he gets home. So
yeah.
that was the first beep. They'll go crazy when the second one happens.
All right, all right.
But the next
Okay,
one is our live auction. We get donations from a lot of different entities, and we actually have a live auction. And that also the monies that we get from the live auction also goes toward the American Legion
okay.
and entities that this year's car show supports. We support, like, we do give a donation to the Boys and Girls Club. We
Hmm.
also give donations to the Young Marines. They
Okay.
volunteer with us tremendously. I could not run registration without them.
I can imagine.
We also donate different items to the Veterans Home and Flagstaff. So
Hmm.
all the monies, we have a certain amount that we donate to veterans entities, and then the rest of the money goes to support the Post. We have a link on here on where to stay, and that's different hotels
Okay,
around Williams. They don't
nice.
necessarily give discounts, but a lot of people want to know where to stay. And these are the hotels in town.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
And we've got map and
Yeah.
directions. Become a
Yeah,
vendor.
that's basically the map and directions is the map of the car show itself.
Oh, sweet,
So
sweet.
it tells them where the bathrooms are. It tells them where they can park, different areas. Okay. Between where's it at now? I can't see it. Vendor Row is on Third Street.
Okay,
So that's where all the vendors are going to be. And if you want to buy T-shirts for that are the car show T-shirts for this year, you're going to find them in that area. We have
okay,
a drive-through registration, so
right.
they all basically drive through, stop, pick up their packets, and then go around the corner and park.
Okay.
Well, got a lot of different, that's just kind of our map of what the town's going to look like. It's going to be crazy.
All right. All right.
Um,
I can actually see where I was parking when I went into the Williams Visitor Center, and somewhere on the main route, I think was that the t-shirt shop that I bought my shirt. See?
yep,
Uh,
see, here you
but
are.
we're getting to my favorite topic, which is called merch very shortly here.
There
Uh, so become a visitor, become a sponsor. That's very cool.
Yep,
And
and that's basically we have different levels of
or,
sponsorships.
or vendor, I should say.
Yeah,
Okay.
become a vendor, yeah. So, and we have all types of vendors right now, honestly.
Okay.
But if they want to be a sponsor, then it breaks down. I'm sorry, you're in the vendor area.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
these are the price of the booths and everything. And we have 30 booths, and right now, I think at this time we're literally down to, I think, 6 open.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Yeah, first time that it looks like we're going to be filled up on our vendor booths as well. So that's pretty amazing.
That's nice. What's a highlight food that they come back year after year and everybody just loves them?
Kettle corn.
Kettle corn.
Well,
Oh,
because they can't cook in their booth,
yeah.
so it has to be food that they can prepare and then bring there and they can keep warm, but they
Okay.
can't cook there. And previous years, last year was the first year we started allowing folks to have food items there. But I know this year there's a lot of bakeries that have rented spots. There's the VFW has their kettle corn this year. And then a couple other people are bringing in food items, but they're gonna just stay heated,
Okay.
um, as long as they don't cook there. Then they're gonna
All
have
righty. All
me
right.
and Jude's gonna come and put the hammer down if they decide they wanna
Yeah.
start cooking, so
And I noticed no food trucks. Okay.
no,
Uh,
and we
uh,
don't sponsor the food trucks. We told them we can't tell them they can't be in town,
right.
but we have a lot of local food trucks, and I'm sure they're gonna be somewhere, they just can't be on Route 66.
Gotcha. Fair
So,
enough. And let's see. So we got become a sponsor. There's the major sponsors, platinums, gold, silvers,
yeah.
trophy. Okay. Very cool. All right. So now my favorite topic, merch. All right. Okay, you have to tell me now, Judith, that you've ordered triple XLs in a t-shirt.
Yes, and if you want one from last year, we've got plenty of those left too.
Uh, well, I'd say I would take one from last year, but I want one from this year because
Yeah, and
I'm going to
this
try
year's
to make it.
oh, that would be awesome. So if you make it, you can get one right away. Otherwise, after the show, then we end up putting them on the website after the show's over so that we know what we have left over. So
Okay, so
everything on there is from last year. And the
okay,
hats is we just did a generic note. We have some that have the 2025 year on them. And then
right.
this year's, because we ordered a lot that didn't have a year, so we can kind of, as we sell them, put the year on them.
Hmm.
And then on the side of them this year, it says 100th anniversary.
Okay,
So, yeah,
very cool, very cool. Yeah, I would love. I want to buy a 100th anniversary of Route 66 from Williams. So I gotta hold you to that one. Okay.
absolutely.
All
Absolutely.
right. So what do we have? The car galleries and
Yeah, that's from the previous years. It shows a list of the cars, who
oh,
won,
nice.
and different things. And you'll notice that the number one vehicle 2 years in a row is not showing for some reason on there. I don't know why, but it's a pretty sweet looking truck. And if it's on the other one, I can show you. But yeah,
Well, let's take
Richard
a look.
Cole was pretty impressed because his car won 2 years in a row. So let's see if he's on that one. Oh, yep, he's down the third row or the second row, the third photo down.
This one here.
No,
Oh, second.
down one more.
Okay.
There
Oh,
you
Richard
go.
Cole.
Yep, Richard Cole. That is
N-
a sweet, sweet vehicle, I tell you.
Nice.
And they don't show the back of it, but he has a different tailgate. I mean, one tailgate looks just like his truck, and the other one is all about veteran. It
I
is
love it.
pretty impressive. It's a sweet vehicle, yeah.
And I love
And we
how
have
you
different
framed
judges
this.
every year, so it's pretty impressive that 2 years in a row he came out on top with totally different judges.
That's pretty cool. And I love the framing with the rail cars as
Yeah,
well. Very, I mean, these guys and women love these cars. I mean, it's like their babies. It's just
right.
amazing.
It
Amazing.
is.
Okay. Very good.
And the
Uh,
trophies, I have to point out though, the
yeah.
trophies are all handmade by a couple of people on our committee.
Uh-huh.
And some of them are plaques, which are kind of cool. But some
Hmm.
of the other trophies are actually they let's see if you got any in there. If you go to the next one, yeah, even Richard Cole's, the trophies themselves are made by car parts. They're all handmade
Okay.
and they're just really unique trophies. So
Okay. Now, let's see. Where would I go to find it?
you can like if you open
Oh,
up
he's got
the
one. It looks like he's got one in his
yeah,
hand.
he's probably got one right there. Oh
Okay.
no, that's just a cutout one. But if you
Okay.
go to the one with Richard Cole again, oh,
Okay. So,
he's got one right there. If you
okay.
kind of
Oh,
enlarge
is
it, that one looks like a steering wheel. It's the furthest drove the furthest. So
okay.
it's got a steering wheel. And we last year, it was kind of funny because there's a lot of people, and yeah, he's got another one that has pistons,
Okay.
but a lot of folks actually want to be in the show, but they don't want to be judged. So
Right.
last year, just I was throwing it out at one of our meetings and I was being just sarcastic. And I said, we need to have a don't judge me category. So we ended up doing a category that opt out of judging. And last year's trophy was don't judge me because I didn't enter or something like that. But they had no clue they were still going to get a trophy.
I
So
love it.
that we ended up picking that one is everybody who did the opt out of judging. We just threw all their names in a hat, literally, and had a kid in the audience pull out a name, and that person got his card judged whether he wanted it or not. So it was
Nice.
pretty fun. It was just a fun trophy that they built for us. So
Nice. Nice. By the way, do I have your permission to use your logo in my banner for the podcast?
absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely.
And we'll also, just to give them time, spot here. Well, this is Experience Williams. We're going to take their banner as well when we
There
make
you
it.
go.
Excellent. Anything else you'd like to highlight for us before we shut down the sharing?
No, I mean, that's pretty much all that's on there. But yeah,
Okay. Oh, there's the awards. Okay.
oh yeah. So you can see them a little closer up.
Yeah.
A
Very
couple
cool.
like the little steering wheel and yeah.
Nice
And then
photos.
this
Oh,
is the cruise the loop. This is them all previous picture was where
Yeah.
they all line up for the cruise the loop.
Oh,
So,
wow.
oh
Very
yeah,
nice. This is a fun time. I can see why this event is so special.
it
And
is.
again,
It's a
the
really good time. Everybody has a really good time with it. So
excellent. And we're on Facebook and we also have the YouTube video. So we'll
correct.
probably pull a couple photos if that's okay from Facebook, just
Oh,
as
absolutely.
okay, excellent. Well, I'm going to stop sharing. So it's just you and I. Before we head out, Judith, thank you for taking the time to chat with us, take us on a tour of the website. Is there anything else you'd like to share about this event? I mean, this is hard work. And as you said, I know what it means to have a full-time job and another full-time job because my podcasting is like my side hustle, but it's a much bigger side hustle than I ever anticipated.
Right.
Is there anything else you'd like to share and just inspire folks that why should they come to Williams and enjoy this great 2 days of car shows and good food and good fun in a fantastic town?
Well, the weather's gorgeous. It's a lot nicer than Phoenix. I'll just say that.
Okay.
And it's for a really good cause. I mean, the city of Williams pitches in and helps out, and a lot of the shops and stuff really help out. But the bigger cause is to help our veterans.
Hmm.
And that is our biggest passion. And that's why it means so much to have this car show every year, is to make sure that our veterans get what they need. So that is the biggest takeaway. And we're always looking for volunteers. So if you're interested, you can come volunteer for our car
What I'll
show.
do is maybe I'll twist Sonia's arm and get a place to stay. I'll come down and volunteer and I'll do some interviews for you. And
That would be awesome.
I
That
think
would
that'd be pretty cool.
You
Well,
know what? We had a gentleman from Germany last year that went around and interviewed people and had a little drone flying over, and he played it in Germany and sent us a link to it. I That was pretty cool.
was his name Dirk?
Could have been. It sounds familiar. I
Bec-
don't know for sure, but
Oh, I wish I could remember his last name. He's like a documentary filmmaker.
yes, yes.
It was, I bet you it was Dirk because his PR rep was in where I was this past weekend, and I'm supposed
Oh,
to be interviewing him
nice.
coming up. But see, small world,
I
small
know,
world.
right?
I
And I
love
just
it.
want to make sure and just do a quick little plug for, again, all the volunteers that help out. I just really need to give them kudos because it does take our whole village to make sure and make this as successful as it is. So yes, we have a director. Yes, we have a chairman, but ultimately it's our volunteers, and we're all volunteers. None of us get paid to do this show. So it's all volunteer basis, and it's all because we care about our veterans and we care about anybody in the military. Veterans are active duty. We want to make sure that they're protected. So
I, I, I'm with you there. I'm with you there. Judith, it's been a pleasure to have you on the podcast and talking to us and sharing with us about the 11th annual Williams Historic Route 66 Car Show and just celebrating the Mother Road and all the things that you're doing and the team is doing, the volunteers and it's just a wonderful Williams is a wonderful community. I love when I go through it. I have to stop and just it's Route 66 is kind of cool. I mean, I grew up in the Midwest, but I lived in Chicago right at the start of Route 66
oh,
on Michigan
nice.
Avenue. But it's kind of nice to see the other communities like yours that really they're leveraging it, they're using it. It attracts people into the community. And Williams it's the gateway to the Grand Canyon, but there's so much more inside
Absolutely.
Williams. And
Yeah, there is.
this
And I like the fact that they keep it as nostalgic as possible. It's that little town with growing every year, but it's still keeping that really hometown feeling to it. So
I love it. Well, listen, thank you again for spending time with us on the podcast. And really, hopefully, we'll see if I can get down there and help out for volunteer, maybe do some more podcasting
yeah,
with you. And in any case, we wish you the very best in another successful Route 66 car show from historic Williams, Arizona.
thank you. And if you do make it, make sure and ask for me and I'll come find you.
I will definitely do that. Listen, stay in the line. We're going to do a quick close and then we'll have a final chat. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right. Okay, folks, we have just been chatting with Judith Sell. She is the American Legion Car Show Director, and this interview is leading up to, folks, Route 66, the centennial anniversary of the Smother Road, and really the 11th anniversary of the annual Williams Historic Route 66 Car Show, hosted by the American Legion, Cordova Post 13. And if you've never been to Williams, it's a must place to visit. And I can attest there's some great little trinket shops. That's where I got my shirt. Wish I could remember the name of the shirt shop, because the folks from the visitor center said, I need to go here, which is what I did. And there's a great coffee shop that has the best breakfast bars as well, and good coffee. But really, folks, we hope you enjoyed today's episode. I want you to make sure that you go out and visit the Route 66 Car Show website, Williams Historic Route 66 carshow.com. They're also on Facebook and YouTube. We'll provide the links back to it. We're also going to provide backlinks to the Experience Williams website as well, because through them is how I was able to meet Judith for this episode. As for us, you can find our web podcast on our website, outdooradventureseries.com. We also have our LinkedIn and Facebook pages, Outdoor Adventure Series. The video of this episode will be up on our YouTube channel. And of course, you can listen to this podcast episode or all others wherever you get your podcast from. Okay, folks, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, go out there and have a fantastic day. And we look forward to having you join us on a future episode of the Outdoor Adventure Series podcast. Take care now.